Hello everybody, this is The Sketch and I'm back with another virtual daily video, or virtual pet check-in. So, our two Digimon have evolved to their final form. The first one here has evolved to Hi Andromon. I'm not sure if it's Hi or H-I or he or however it's pronounced, but it's the two letters H and I. Wait, it doesn't really show it on here because it's Japanese, but it's H-I Andromon. And I'll read you a bit about him. And try and hold this as steady as I can without the glare. Alright. Hi Andromon is an android Digimon. The percentage of chrome Digizoid parts which compose its body has increased, and it is impossible to miss the extent of its gains in offensive and defensive power from this. Compared to Andromon, additionally, as Andromon, it was incomplete. And by adding chrome Digizoid parts to the biosynapse circuits which govern its thinking, it became self-aware, making it possible for it to execute its objectives. Because it is both a vaccine species and a cyborg, its attack against virus types are not only fearfully accurate, but also intense. So basically, it's now a more intelligent android because it's got chrome Digizoid taking up all of its body and attached to its, brain system. So as you can see in there, it's all black now, and it's pretty cool. It's and it's self-aware, so it's no longer a mindless zombie following its programmed orders that it can now do whatever it wants. But it's going to fight the championship. It's evolved to the final form for this one, and on this one here, we got ourselves Blitzgreymon. And he could Digivolve again by Jogressing, which is when you combine two Digimon, but to do that, we would have had to make our Kabuterimon or whatever not turn into Skullgreymon, or not even get Kabuterimon. We were supposed to get Garurumon, but instead we got Kabuterimon. I mean, we could have gone for Garurumon, but I didn't really want to follow a thing. I just wanted to get the best care ones for this first run. And if we did get Garurumon, we could have Jogressed, but I think for a later run I'll do that, and I'll combine the two. And we'll get the best, the farthest you can go. So, Blitzgreymon. Blitzgreymon is a cyborg Digimon, a mega form of Greymon species Digimon. It's a subspecies of War Greymon equipped with electric weapons. Striking with the plasma stakes on both of its arms, it can destroy even the sturdiest of structures by sending a huge surge of electricity through it. It's pretty powerful. I'll tell you what kind of Digimon Hi Andromon is. Hi Andromon is Mega level. That's the highest level beyond, I think Perfect is the highest after Mega. So it's the second highest. You can get to Perfect, but you have to Jogress for that. And we'll do that later with this one and maybe another run. Not the next one, maybe the run after that. He is, Hi Andromon is a cyborg in Japan and England. I mean English, England, where they are English. It's an android. Its attribute is vaccine, and that's everything you really need to know about it. Its special moves, attacks are Atomic Ray, Copy Paste, and Lightning Blade. So it's a self-aware android robot. It's more powerful than the old one. Our giant dinosaur with guns on his arms just pooped, and we need to clean it up. That's how it rolls in Digimon land. And Blitzgreymon is a lightning dragon in Japan and the roaring thunder dragon in England. Or English, whatever you want to call it. Its level is Mega, its type is Cyborg, and its attribute is Virus. Now you might say, oh, why'd you read the title first this time? Well, that's because the Wikimon page is not proper and they don't have any organization. I'm just joking, they just put the level first on one page and second or later on another page. So, there's no problem with that. I just think it's kind of funny that they did that. So, we've got ourselves Blitzgreymon and Hi Andromon. We're going to be fighting for the championships, and when our win percentage, I think that's this one, no, it's this one. When our win percentage says 316, then we'll know we'll have beat it. 316 wins. Or we'll know when we fight the final boss, and on this one, when it says 131. So I fought one extra battle because I wanted to test the critical hit. Apparently you can get critical hits in single mode, but it seems like it's a bit, I don't know, it doesn't really get, I can't do it. But in duos mode, I can get critical hits, so I'll do it in that one. So, I'm going to fight with High Andromon and Blitz Greymon. I'm going to finish it on this one because I've already got 100 battles on this one, so I've already unlocked the egg. I have not beat the championship on this one, though, and I'm going to have to do that, so I'm going to do it anyways, but I'm going to start with this one. And you've already seen the first fight, so I'll go and do the second fight, but anyways, we've got ourselves a Blitz Greymon and High Andromon, and I'm going to be doing the championship right now. Alright, this is just a cut here to let you guys know that while I was doing the fights, my Blitzmon X ran out of energy. I tried feeding him protein pills to get him up, but I found that just wasn't going to work. So, I'm going to let him sleep until he gets all his energy back. And while he's doing that, I'm going to use Skull Mammothmon. I started doing fights on the other one, as you could already see. And that one has not evolved yet, but when it does, I will start doing the fights on that one as well. So I'm going to continue the fights using Skull Mammothmon. After the fights are done, I'll do a little, like, recap thing telling you guys about Skull Mammothmon. Alright, well guys, I think I did it. I went through the championship, I did single, and clicked next, and it just looped back to the start again. After the final fight, so I was expecting to see Grace Novamon for the final one. And that might just be for the doubles match or something. So, well, I mean, I did show you guys the final fight, but I didn't really do it like I was expecting to. So, when I get to her on the other one, I'll go back into the recording and I'll show you guys the final fight. Alright, so I'm going to start doing the other one. Alright guys, so I'm back. So basically, what happened was yesterday I ran into light. Like, I got close to beating the championships on this one, but I ran out of light and I couldn't record it. Like, I could have beat the championships, but I didn't want to do it if it wasn't going to look good for you guys on camera. But anyways, yesterday, what basically happened was I beat the championships, but it was in time-lapse mode, and you guys didn't really get to see anything. And I also skipped the final fight on that one because I didn't even know it was a final fight. It was just some character, and there wasn't even a championship screen. Like, it didn't say champion. It was just nothing. So, what I'm going to do now is show you guys the final fight. I'm going to be uploading this video a day late. So this video was recorded yesterday, except for, like, this part and a bit of the last end of the time-lapse. But I'm uploading it today anyways because I couldn't have done it yesterday. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. So, I'm going to do the championship. This is the final person. So I'm just going to show you guys just to make sure that I did not skip it last time. Singles. Him, the guy that we want to use, which is High Andromon. And Continue, which is the one up there. And it's this girl. Alright, I'm going to... Ooh, we got some damage in on them. Let's go. Oof, they dodged one. Alright, we can still win. Uh-oh. Hi, Andromon, don't give up. Let's go. Alright, one more hit and they're done. But 2 more hits on us and we're done. So, we gotta be careful. Woo! We won! Alright, so now I'm going to try and continue. See, it goes back to the beginning. So, the moral of the story is that this virtual pet doesn't congratulate you on anything. It's just rude. You fight 100 battles and beat the championship. You don't get an egg, you don't get any reward, you don't even get, like, champion. On the Digimon Virtual Head 20th Pendulum, they do give you something. As you saw in my other video, it says champion, and you unlock an egg, I'm pretty sure. So it's just like, what are you doing? Wait, let me grab the other blue one. If you see here in the blue one, we have now fought 100 battles. So we have unlocked the 50 battle egg and the 100 battle egg. There are 2 eggs that you can unlock from battles, and that's the 50 battle egg and the 100 battle egg, and you get the first one by fighting 50 battles. Not even winning 50 battles, just fighting them. And the second one by fighting 100. So we've done 159 battles. One on this one, 186 lost. Or I guess 186 done. And 125 lost. I think that's how math works. The win percentage on this guy is 81%. So he can still evolve. It's above 80%. And the win percentage for the other guy that we got is at 94%. He's won. He hasn't even gotten a fight yet. Our Blitz Greymon's win percentage is at 83%, so he could still evolve. And Skull Greymon's is at 89%, so, like, it was pretty epic. We did a pretty good job there. We basically beat the championships and still have a higher win percentage than 80% on all of our Digimon. So, we did not get to see the final fight in this one. You did see it because you saw it in the time-lapse. I didn't see the whole video of it, but you saw it in this one. Now, I think this is a learning situations where we can learn, even though it's not really the coolest thing that we didn't get to see it on both of them. Why don't they want to stand up today? It is pretty cool that we now know for science that the final fight person is, I think it's the demon one. That might be Daemon. The demon, and then after the demon, there's like this Lilithmon, or like, what's her name? Rosemon. You know, just one of the generic girl Digimon that look like an actual girl and isn't just a female animal. You know. So, I don't know who it is, but we fought them, and, we've got our win percentage. I'm going to cut now and tell you guys about Skull Mamamon and Aegistramon. Alright, so I'm sorry if this is a longer video than we usually do, but we had a lot of stuff happening yesterday and today. So, the first Digimon that we had evolving yesterday, or I guess the third, but the first of the two ones that hadn't evolved yet, that evolved after we started doing our championship battles, is Aegis-Dramon. The first one is Aegis-Dramon. Aegis-Dramon is a cyborg Digimon. A cyborg Digimon born from the fusion of a Plesiomon with Seadramon species data. It is said that its shining armor, made of golden chrome Digizoid alloy, will purify all evil. It is a member of the Crack Team and is mainly in charge of analyzing information on the enemy and reconnaissance. Reconnaissance. Oh, come on, I should know this. Reconnaissance. Okay, I think I said that wrong and I'm sad, but it is also known as the brains of the Crack Team due to the fact that the analyzed information is quickly sent to the Crack Team deployed to its surroundings, giving them the advantage in combat situations. In addition, it conceals sufficient firepower to enable battalion-class annihilation warfare, even when acting alone. Level, Mega. Type, Cyborg. Attribute, Vaccine. Family, Dragon's Roar. Well, you don't really need to know that, because that's a virtual pet. Or I think it's a virtual pet, I'm not sure. But anyways, it's a combination of Plesiomon and Seadramon, right? Wait, Plesiomon and the Seadramon species data. So, Plesiomon and Seadramon, and it makes this dragon metal golden thing. So on the picture here, it doesn't look like much, but if you look it up, and on the thumbnail, it'll be like this golden dragon with a bunch of guns. Like, that's what all the stuff there on its back is, just like a bunch of blasters. It's got like, I think like a cockpit on its head, on top of its back almost, 2 shoulder rockets, and then its 2 hands are rockets. And then it's got like a laser on its tail, I think. So, and maybe lasers on its feet too, so it's like a crazy Digimon. Then the other one that we got is Skull Mammothmon. Skull Mammothmon is a ghost Digimon. It was a Mammothmon revived from an ancient glacier that continued to battle with virus species Digimon. As a result, its whole body was eaten away by a virus and became nothing but bones. Despite dying, its survival instinct as a vaccine was strong, and so in order to continue battling, it exterminated the virus. However, it unexpectedly lost all of its emotions and intelligence beyond destroying viruses. Even though its body has become nothing but bones, it continues to battle in safety because the Digicore shining within its chest is undamaged. However, if that Digicore, thought to be its weak point, was struck, it would immediately be unable to maintain its vital functions. That does not sound good. It's like a glass cannon. So, we've got ourselves a Blitz Greymon, who, this is the final form for all of these Digimons, who went from, he started out as a Bodemon, a little tiny little baby Bodemon, then turned into a Koromon, a larger pink little ball, then turned into an Agumon, like a child-sized like dinosaur, like the height of maybe it's probably like the height of a normal person. Pretty big dinosaur thing. Then we got Greymon, like the size of a building, this huge Greymon thing. Then we've got Metal Greymon, the size of a bigger building, with a bunch of metal Digizoid in him. Then we've got, and he's also based off of Andromon. Then we've got ourselves a Blitz Greymon, who's just like crazy. He's smaller now, but he's got a bunch of like laser cannons on his arms and like on his shoulders, and he's made completely out of like metal alloys, like the Digizoids. Then from there, with our other Digimon, we started out with a Punimon, then we got a Tsunomon, then a Gabumon, then we got a Kabuterimon, then we got a Skull Greymon, then we got a Mammothmon. This is probably the most interesting one. So we went from having this little tiny one to a little larger ball with a sword on its head, to this kind of unicorn-looking dog thing, to a giant bug, quite big, like the size of a building, then to Greymon, but it has no skin, it's just a giant skeleton, so like a dying, crazy, like, undead ghost beast, to another undead ghost beast that's actually a mammoth now. So, that was a pretty crazy evolution for both of them. So we've got ourselves Skull Mammothmon and Blitzgreymon, which both look quite crazy together. And then we started out with this guy here. He went from being, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one as well. It's the first one. We had, let me find where he was. It was, oh yes, it was this one. Alright, so we started out with this ghost guy. I can't remember his name. Then we had, I think this one is Tokomon, and then Patamon. Then we had Unimon. Then we had Andromon, and then we had High Andromon. So we went from having this little ghost, having this kind of small dog-sized thing with huge teeth, to this other small dog-sized things, a bit bigger but without teeth, to a giant unicorn, to a cyborg robot-like person thing that had no reason to exist other than to follow the orders programmed to it, to another one with like darker Digizoid powers, like darker Digizoid attached to himself so that he can now have like his own brain and think for himself and do what he wants to do. And then for our next one, we went from the sideways ghost to the plant thing, to Biomon or Piomon, whatever you want to call it. Then to Monochromon. Then to Megadramon. Then to Aegistramon. So we had this tiny little sideways ghost thing, this plant-looking thing that turned into a bird, like a normal-sized bird almost, to a giant rhinoceros, to a giant dragon thing with a huge tail, and to this giant dragon with like laser cannons on all over its body. So we've got ourselves in this one a giant robot guy, and an even huge dragon with a bunch of lasers. So like, Digimon evolutions have been pretty crazy this past week, but we've got ourselves with our first two eggs, Blitzgreymon and High Andromon, and then we had Skull Mammothmon and Aegistramon. So overall, we've had some pretty crazy evolutions, and it was all worth our time. All of the evolutions that we did, all of the taking care, all the poop cleaning, all the feeding, and all the training was worth it because we got to fight in the championships and win. And I'm going to start doing the duos championships now, and that video will probably be uploaded tomorrow because it seems to take like 2 days to do the championships. But anyways, this is the sketch, and this is the end of the video. This is probably like a 20-minute video now, and I'm kind of sorry, but it's pretty epic because some huge things happened today. So, goodbye.